Oh my God, I have the biggest serial entrepreneur boss in the building. Y'all gotta show her some love. Make some noise for Snoop to the Live with Karisha show. Everyone's talking about my new talk show, Live with Karisha. We shoot live on Thursdays in Atlanta. It's amazing. What are you waiting for? Tap in. You are the leader of business owners. Snoop to the Live with Karisha show, honey. How are you?
What's up? What's going on, man? I'm good. I can't complain.
Okay, so before we jump into it, in your words, what makes a boss?
I feel like a boss is a leader. I feel like if you're the boss, you should look like it, So I think that's big as well. But, also just leading, having values, standards, being able to, help inspire other people and create, even more entrepreneurs and, pathways for people.
I agree. I do feel like a boss should definitely help inspire other entrepreneurs. Now, you did multiple ventures across hospitality, dating, real estate, and tech since 2008 before hitting it big with Hookah Hideaway. What motivated you to persistently keep going and tap into new industries?
Well, one, it was definitely my daughter, just having a kid young, at 15, just always having somebody, that needed to rely on me. So it was just like, I got to make it work, no matter what industry I get into. And I started getting into different industries just because, things change, We seen that in 2020, so a lot of times, like, what was going on in the restaurants may not necessarily be that way, with the cost of food and stuff like that. So it's like you got to have several streams of income out here.
You're definitely going to have several streams of incomes, like, clock it. How many streams of incomes do you have? You a whole boss.
Probably about 7.
You do have 7? So you're a millionaire. They say 7 streams make you a millionaire. Clock it.
Don't be telling my business.
I know, right? We in Atlanta. Y'all, she ain't got no money. I'm cracking up. So how did, early setbacks, the different collapses or different losses that you went through, shaping your entrepreneurial mindset?
So of course, everybody's successful, has a backstory, It's like nobody is successful without going through different things. So a lot of the things that I've been through, of course, have been business setbacks. I've had companies steal companies from me. I've had, I've gone through
pause.
divorce.
You said you had employees steal from you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when you're in the restaurant industry, it's like your money go through so many hands before it finally hits yours,
Right.
So, yeah. But no, I actually had an employee steal a whole business from me.
No.
Yep.
Not the whole business.
Yep.
What business?
It was a newspaper company I used to have back in, what was that, 2008, 2009?
Okay, keep going, because I want to know.
Oh, man, that story is too long. Y'all got to go to
It's too long.
hookahsnoop.com.
Okay. Is that person, do they still have the newspaper business?
You know what? I wouldn't know. I don't fuck with them no more.
Okay, period. Let them go. Now, listen, for everyone, she's offering mentoring classes. I need you to tell us what inspired that shift to go into mentoring.
I've always really been into consulting and helping other people become entrepreneurs, but me just kind of wanting to slow down a little bit, you'll find that you can end up making more money mentoring and helping other people get into doing whatever more than actually doing it yourself, which was probably why the first guest speaker was saying that all she does is mentoring right now, and I just prefer to work with people with similar mindsets, and generally those people want to be entrepreneurs.
What's the biggest thing that you try to teach your mentoring students?
Very similar to your first guest, having good credit and getting business funding. Once you've mastered, the art of having good credit, and the thing that people don't realize is even if you mess your credit up, you can continuously fix it, But once you have good credit, it's gold. You can really do what you want to do, especially if you know how to get business funding.
That's a fact. So I have to ask you this because you're a serial entrepreneur in Atlanta. But is saturation real in the business world?
Absolutely, for sure. Look at the restaurant. Both of the main industries, are very highly saturated. So hospitality, owning restaurants, and then also having salon suites. You seeing, of course, like a new restaurant opening every other week, you know what I'm saying? And then same thing with the salon suite industry.
So when people say that Atlanta be scamming, like, what's your thoughts about that?
Shit, it's true.
Like, does that affect you as an entrepreneur though? Like, are people that don't live here, could they be like, have they ever been afraid to deal with you because of those rumors that we got tied to the city?
No, absolutely not for me, because my track record is proven, my history, you know what I'm saying, of success. I got testimonials and over 1,000 students that I've worked with, you know what I'm saying? So, but I think just a lot of the scamming, that's going on just in the world, period, makes everybody, leery of working with each other and investing in themselves, even when it comes to mentorship.
I love it. Let me change gears a little bit. At 29 Sky Entertainment, they are introducing fresh talent and creativity to the world. They offer innovative services in marketing, artist development, management, and more. So make sure you follow 29 Sky Entertainment on all social media platforms. They also offer security and truck and Ubering services. That's right, they have all of the resources to help you with your music and deliver your heavy loads all around the world. Don't stress no more as an artist. Find a label that can get behind you and help you get the work done today. For those of y'all who don't know, she got a reality show coming too. She's like, you like the Atlanta Bill Gates. You like the Bill Gates of Atlanta. So we got to talk about snooping for love. And you're looking for love, right?
Yeah, my shirt says searching, what does it say? Searching for somebody to love.
Now listen, do you feel like you're going to have a hard time finding somebody because you're putting it out there on reality TV? So do you think it'd be hard to see who's really like going to love you and who's just trying to get some camera time?
Yeah, of course. You always going to have that with doing a reality show, for sure. But, I kept it real on there, and I asked all the, the straight up questions, you know what I'm saying, and just used my discernment to be able to tell who was really there, for love and who was there for some camera time.
So what exactly are you looking for on Snooper for Love? Like, what do they have to check off to get a yes from you?
Smart,
educated,
nice looking, God-fearing, somebody with values, definitely can dress.
Oh, they got to know how to dress?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they got to match my swag.
Natural or BBL?
You know what? I don't really care, but the only thing about if they do have a BBL, I just don't like for them to just just show they whole damn body off every time we go out,
You got to keep something to the imagination.
Just a little bit.
So how would a viewer see a different side of you with this upcoming project?
Well, I think a lot of times people see, my business side, but, a lot of my personal side is going to be shown, my sense of comedy.
You're funny?
Yeah.
I'm cracking up. I did not know that. You always seem so serious.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to be shocked when you watch the show for real.
I love it. And then you also have a book. Girl, you got everything. Talk to us about the book, child. You like a real boss.
Yeah, so I got a book that I just dropped. It's a 2-part book. The first part is called Who is Snoop? It's basically an autobiography about my life. The different paths that I've gone through to become successful, how I met 2 Chainz, us opening up our restaurants and doing our franchise with Escobar, me wanting to get into TV and film, my divorce, and then, of course, the loss of my only child. And inspired by that, the second part of the book is called Grieve, Grow, and Go, because, when you lose somebody very close to you, it's really easy to stay stuck, because, you're dealing with something you ain't never dealt with before. Like they say, everybody grieve differently, but at the end of the day, we do have to get to a place where we can navigate through it and go. But yeah, the book is available at book.whoissnoop.com.
What did you learn about yourself? I don't want to touch too much on that subject. I wouldn't want to touch on it. But what did you learn specifically about yourself, like through that grieving period and then getting through that?
I learned that, I went through some of my toughest and lowest times. Of course, I definitely learned, who my real friends were, and who were the people that were really there for me. And I learned that, you know, a lot of times, you know, you just got to lean on God, you know what I'm saying? Because,
Amen.
you know, can't no man really get you through some of the things that you go through in life, you know?
Amen. And you're going to go far. You're doing so good. You're like a big inspiration to a lot of us, especially me. So kudos to everything you got going on. I can't wait to check out this show. So I want to go back to the business side. Have you ever had to cut someone off in business?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you know, I'm the boss, and I have like many restaurants, so I've definitely had to fire a few people, and a few people that had been working for me for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? That I thought were loyal and weren't, or ended up finding out they were stealing or something like that.
What's your thoughts on celebrities in Atlanta opening up restaurants?
I mean, well, shit, I helped one of them do it with 2 Chainz, you know what I'm saying? But I think that, and so with that being said, when celebrities open up restaurants, they know they aren't going to really be in there. They know they aren't going to really be operating a restaurant. They know that they don't really know that industry like that. And so I think it's very important that they partner up with somebody that really knows the industry that they can trust.
I agree. That's
Because
some good
generally,
advice.
a lot of them don't last more than like 2 years, you know?
Child, clock it. Have you went to any celebrity restaurant and tasted the food and was like, child, what is you doing?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna say who.
No, I was trying to get some tea, y'all. I was trying to get some tea. No, I will say that your spot with 2 Chainz, thebomb.com.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, we going on.
I think that's all I can publicly say.
Yeah, downtown, we going on 8 years.
Okay, and then Keith Sweat's restaurant looks really dope too. I haven't ate Twisted Pie. Have you ate there yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I did. The menu looks pretty dope, and I feel like he might make it over the hump. Before we get you out of here, what's one thing Atlanta entrepreneurs need to stop doing if they want to level up for real? Oh, clock it.
What he say?
Procrastinating.
Yeah, that's a good one. I would say just like not investing in mentorship, you know, just trying to do something on their own. You know, if you're trying to do something, you need to get with somebody that's already done it before, because it's going to save you time and money, and you're going to be able to reach your goal faster. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely say that. And then, man, just stop with all the cap. You know, everybody trying to act like they have more than what they have.
That ain't just in that's in all areas. The music business, the actors, child. Atlanta is no joke. Plug in your social media links. Where can everybody follow you at?
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Who Is Snoop, and then y'all can also follow the reality show at Snoopin' the number 4 Love. And
we can't wait to see it, y'all. Make sure y'all tap on her. This is hands down one of the biggest entrepreneurs in the city. Very successful, very smart, and very paid. Follow her everywhere. You know where to follow me at Karisha Diva. Everyone at home, stay fabulous, stay blessed. Peace. Ooh, I like that one.